So for those who are just joining, we are raising money for Extra Life. All donations go to Children's Hospital. If you'd like to know how to make donations, you can actually look right under the video. You can click on any of the images that say Clementine, and that will take you directly to our pages. If you make a donation, you can actually choose one of the items that are listed there, and we'll do crazy, weird things. For instance, King Stephen has changed their voice to become a chipmunk. We've had potions being given to people, and so people have fallen in love with others, people singing heroic songs. So definitely, if you'd like to make a donation and see what happens, just comment with one of the items there.
Yes, all the fun things.
Mm-hmm. So, we were just recently in the year 1351, where we just they fought a bunch of Pied Piper plague rats. Tried saying that 3 times fast. Pied Piper plague rats. And now they have finally found the second portal trinket, and they are making their way. Looks like they jumped through the portal, and they are now in the skies on what appears to be a sky pirate ship.
Yes. We're home.
This is the year 2321. So both Sav and Lappy know all about this world. Sav and Lappy, you have advantage on combat in this realm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. So you do see that there are Lycans who are currently manning the ship, and you are flying through the sky. What do you do?
Are they friends or foes?
All right.
They don't appear to be attacking you. They're just flying the ship.
And we're on that same ship?
That's correct. Mm-hmm.
All right. And, well, let's figure out let's go to the captain's quarters, figure out who's in charge, overthrow him, and take over.
And take over.
We're sky pirates, right? That's how you do it.
Yeah, we go to the captain's quarter. We don't knock. We just open the door and walk in.
Yep.
Okay. So when you walk in, you do see that there's a Lycan standing there, just looking at a map, basically figure out navigation stuff. There's navigation tools in this room. What do you say to them?
What's your name?
Damon.
What's your ship's name, Damon?
Oh, all right. A captain don't need a name for their ship in the sky.
The Skyhawk.
There you go. The Skyhawk.
That's pretty good. We'll keep that one.
Yeah. Well, Damon.
That's a good one. Thanks for the save. Jordan,
I'm
woman
captain.
of names.
I'm Captain Soap, and my ship is named the Skyhawk.
Because you're planning on taking over this one?
Oh, no, we've already taken it over. No, why didn't you tell us which way we're sailing?
Yeah, we came here last. We went every other place first. Took that over. We're coming here last.
We're a pretty big deal.
Yep, that's the captain. I'm the first mate. This is our elite kill squad.
Yeah, they're pretty powerful.
The most elite killing squad.
That's exactly right, Bread.
They don't even take you seriously with the voice. They're just like, okay. Why are these clowns on my ship? Like, so I'm assuming you're participating in the race?
Yes. We're from the future. We already won.
They're coming. They came back because they were so bored.
Oh.
They wanted to go through it again.
And then take over my ship.
As they said, they already took it over.
Yeah, you seem like you
that's
already
past.
know.
I know time travel's hard.
I
That
feel
already happened. What we're asking now is which way is the ship heading?
Currently, the ship is heading south.
All right.
All
Right.
roads point to the south.
I look at Lappy. Do we know where this thing's supposed to be?
Oh, I know it is. Let's see. I pull out like my notepad and I'm typing up on it, and it is. It's the baby's butt. The rattle.
Baby's butt.
Baby Ferdinand von
Baby's
Zeppelin.
butt.
Baby's butt.
Yes, the baby's rattle is possible portal trinket.
And they were kidnapped by the cyborgs of Gear Hollow, right?
Cyborgs of Gear Hollow. Yeah.
Is Gear Hollow to the south, CA? Do we know?
It is.
Okay. So
Excellent, Damon.
Yeah.
Our chief navigator. Continue on in this direction.
Okay, so as you are going along, you do see that you you see Gear Hollow below.
Death
All
from
right.
above.
Death from above.
We need $3 so we can do a mighty Spindlehaven quote.
Quote.
A battle
A
cry,
mighty-
I should say.
Who wants to be the heroes and give us a battle cry?
I kind of want to be a hero. Just saying.
Yeah, you're already a hero.
No. I have to. I have to donate to make the hero.
No.
So are you gonna try to land in Gear Hollow?
Land.
Oh yeah, we just go down.
Yeah, we just go
You
down.
just go down. Okay. All right? Go down, and then what do you do?
Well, I know what I do. Does everyone else have a way to get down safely?
Yeah, I will cast a feather fall on me and 4 other people.
Okay.
And then who doesn't get?
You
it?
have the one with wings.
Oh, that's right. Can you fly with your wings?
We can find out.
Oh my god! I'm just gonna try.
You know,
I'm gonna ask if someone else will take me on their shoulders.
traitor. Well, I imagine with the wings,
Why
like
don't
I can
you-
maybe like coast down, and then I have Misty Step, so I can always like.
Yeah, just why don't you give them all feather fall, Lappy? I got this, and I just step off the ship.
Ask them if on my familiar.
Bon voyage.
My guy.
I just go like off the ship, goggles on, and then just like
Oh yeah.
straight towards the ground as fast as I can until I'm like
Nice.
50 feet up, and then I'll cast gaseous form,
Oh, cool.
Oh.
mist down.
All right, and everyone else
How far,
lining up.
how far high up are we?
I imagine pretty high up.
Yeah, I'm pretty high for a sky ship.
So we're gonna do.
Why don't we just land the ship?
You saw the captain. If we land the ship, they could be taken over, be hijacked. You saw how easy it was.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, everyone. Goggles on. If you don't have
Alright.
some, I got some
I
extra
don't
goggles
have
here. Passing out.
well, I still have 2 more pets with me here, so I gotta figure out how to get them off the ship.
Is that
Nice.
UCA?
At this point,
Yep,
I'm
I donated
braiding.
$3 to you, Patrick.
I'm braiding one brick into my hair, so he has like a little makeshift like seatbelt like hanging on, go flying up.
Right before I dove off, do you want to start one off, Lappy?
Like just
Yeah, let's put it.
braid
Let's
in.
put it in the here so that everyone can say it. Oh wait, I can't type it. But yes, ready. Our ships are fast and our sails are wide.
Stick to the ground.
Our-
Skies on our side.
Ah, yes.
When I reform, I'll reform looking like a what the hell are they? The guy, the cyber Gear Hollow folk,
Cyborgs?
cyborgs. Thank you. I'll reform looking like one of those, but
Okay.
I'll keep my neckerchief on so that my peeps know that I'm me.
Okay. My peeps.
And I'll try and get a lay of the land while they're still falling.
All right. As you fall down, you are actually inside of, like, you land in the garden area of the palace that is there.
So before AG leaps off, assuming he's got the feather fall, he's gonna cast levitate again on the angel.
Aww.
Oh.
Just in case she can't fly as well as she thinks. Thanks. Thanks.
Thank you. Of course, she probably has no idea you're doing it.
No.
So she's gonna. Oh my gosh, it's working!
It's
Wilbur,
happening.
Do you see this?
That's never good. Don't try that at home.
Wilbur, do you see this? I can fly.
Oh, you can? Holy crap, I still have my eyes closed.
I'm still cursed to sing songs, aren't I?
Yeah.
I'm still cursed from that potion to sing some songs. So you can fly, you can fly, you can fly.
This This is amazing.
This really is amazing.
So you land in the courtyard of this magnificent palace. There doesn't appear to be anybody there. There's no guards there. There are some doors around that you could go to. And there's like one like tiny like alleyway that you could go through that would lead outside.
Let's see. So we have to get in. We have to get to the baby's quarters.
Mm-hmm.
The baby? Are we hunting a small child?
Yeah, but don't touch the baby. That's our future leader.
Okay.
Wambra, can you sense the next trinket?
Or
That's another.
either he can or I can try to.
Oh, okay.
Oh, by the way, I know this probably doesn't mean a big deal, but I had to cast fly on my owlbear.
Yeah, how did the owlbear get down from the sky? Who carried that one?
So I can cast fly, so I cast it on him, and my Pied Piper undead minion rode on his back.
Aww. That's awesome.
As Rocky was singing, you can fly. And yeah, can my familiar still, is his locate object spell still going off? Or do I need to recast?
No, you can use that. So you do know that one of the doors does lead towards the trinket. It's very like faint light, so you know it's at a distance.
I believe it's through this door, and I like point at the little bar.
Right. So that door
Follow
it is.
my corpse.
I like walk over as cyborg, and I'm like, I'll open the door first. And I
Okay.
open the door.
Good idea.
Okay, so you open the door, and when you go inside, you see a fairly large room, and in the center, it appears to be a crib with a small child inside there sleeping. It is covered with what appears to be a big cage around it.
Oh.
There... There is a rope pulley that's above the cage. It does connect up through the ceiling over to the side. There appears to be some crazy like cogwheel mechanisms in this room that are constantly like turning.
You know,
What
I
if-
don't see any other people.
I could
Afraid-
cast
no
fly
people.
on myself.
Can I-
I could cast fly on myself, and I'm so small I could fly through the bars of the cage. I could try to get the trinket.
Is this where you test it, or is this
Do
just
you want
a
a
baby?
little? Do you want a little push? And palm you
Throw
in
me like
there.
a football now.
Catapult you in there.
Yeah, they're tiny enough to get through the cage, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm literally like finite size.
Okay.
I am like 3 inches, 6 inches big. Like,
Want me to
Okay.
catapult you in there?
hold on, let me cast fly on myself first. I'll cast fly on the fly spell on myself.
Hmm.
And yeah, I'll try to go in there. Is that okay? Is
Yeah.
that good with everyone?
That's good, yeah.
As he Stupidatus itchy looks over at the Sky Pirates goes, you said the child was your leader and you keep him caged?
No, that's not us. He's under lockdown from these cyborg. Yeah, like this is what they look like. I'll point to Sov here. Like, don't trust anyone but this one.
A bit confusing, but okay.
So
They don't
he
have
will
my fashion
someday
sense.
be your leader.
But what if they start show dancing like he was doing? Because that's pretty fun. I like that.
Well, maybe if they do that, but no,
We'll be all set if they do that.
Donate for awkward dancing.
Cyborg flash dance.
I think you mean flash mob.
That's what I said. Flash dance.
So you're propelling them into this cage?
Well, I think just me, right? Because I think I'm the only one small enough to go through the cage.
You can, yep. Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna slide over to where the child is and where the trinket is.
So you're going to climb up into the cage. Or not into the cage. You're going to go into the cage and then climb up on the crib?
Fly on top of it, yes. I don't want to set off any sensors or...
You can tell that the baby has been put under a spell of some sort and doesn't seem to know. It's just sleeping. It's in
That's
like a
not good.
sleep state.
Oh.
Oh,
No.
You do see the trinket.
always wanted to steal a baby. I will slowly set myself down onto the trinket and try to pull it up.
Okay.
This
So
is all you, chipmunk.
So the trinket is pretty heavy, so do a strength check.
On
Make
Mighty
can.
Mouse powers, don't fail me now. I get -2 to strength. 15, do I add proficiency bonus to strength check? No? I don't know.
What was the strength?
My strength is 6, so -2.
Oh. So you're not having any success moving this trinket.
So as I see him starting to struggle, I just cast Mage Hand.
Okay.
And
To grab them or the trinket?
grab him and the trinket.
Okay.
And if
And
that's
then-
not enough strength, I can also cast Mage Hand. So together, we will rise.
So you're gonna try to double fist this trinket to get it
I
out.
Yep.
just Mage Hand on myself. I didn't even need the fly spell.
All right, so
Yep.
you're using Mage Hand to grab the trinket rattle, right?
Yes, and then he can use Mage Hand on himself to help get him out.
As you try to get the trinket out of the cage, it stops. The Mage Hand comes out, but the rattle stops on the cage, and there's like a
Okay.
little bit of electricity that comes out, and
Ooh.
it drops to the floor.
Looking at it, I would like to. I want to study all the gears in the room and
Mhm.
see what is where and what is going where, and see where that current came from.
Okay, so do a perception check.
Okay.
Executed with that because I was holding onto the trinket.
Oh, you're holding on to the trinket?
I was like trying to carry it.
Well, when they Mage Handed, did you go with it?
You said perception is a 17.
I have to be honest. I was trying to lift it. All three efforts were in this.
Then yes, you would get a small shock. So let me see. You take 5 points of damage.
All
Are you all right?
No.
right.
I can't wait till you listen back to this. Oh gosh. I can't believe you can't hear any of it.
So hoping for that. Like, I was so
That was so perfect.
like, please tell me he's gonna be like.
What did you get for perception?
Oh, 17.
17. Okay. So you see these gigantic cogs in the wall, and you notice that your room is actually moving.
Oh
Ah.
no.
There are smaller cogs that are connected to the rope that connects to the cage.
Okay. So let's try to lift the cage. Let's try to activate some of the cogs or whatever's needed to lift this cage.
Okay. So when you begin to spin on the cogs, it just like tightens, but it doesn't go anywhere.
Okay. Let's see. Can I try to jam up the works with something?
Like what?
Just like a tool. I'll use some tinker's tools and try to take apart one of the pieces.
Okay. So when you take it apart, it seems like it's functional, so it should work. So most likely there's some outside force that's preventing that from being lifted.
Okay. All right. Magic. Stupid magic.
What's wrong with magic?
You can't unscrew it. You can't screw it back in. I don't get it.
trying to understand here. Isn't this made to keep your future king protected?
No, I think if
Yeah,
he's
looks
here,
like he's-
see, he doesn't live here. You know, he lives all the way on the other side of town. They got him.
So he's trapped on the wrong side of town.
Yeah.
We barely know this guy. He's a payday.
You barely know. Okay.
Yeah, he's a
So-
really important baby, so we got to get him home and get paid.
So we're also going to save baby.
I mean,
Yeah.
we can save him with the Clementine, so if we can't get the baby, it's not the end of the world.
But I could use your argument that you used against us if we could fix it now.
Yeah, but I'm saying if it's harder to get the baby out than it is to get the rattle out.
True.
Look,
yeah.
if the baby's just there, we'll
Yeah,
take
yeah.
the baby.
Might as well take
But,
it.
you know.
Hey, maybe we make 2 babies, save them both, double the money.
Wait.
What are you proposing?
Making
But,
a-
you
Yeah, I
know.
was gonna be like, wait, where are you going with that?
No, like
I
alternate
don't think we have that
timelines,
kind
you
of
know?
time.
I don't. Yeah.
I mean, I'm fine with that, but I'm just a little confused.
I'm sorry. What?
Well, you do know he is under the effect of that potion.
But he didn't drink the potion. That one did.
All right, so
Poorly. How can we
the-
unlock this
Hey,
cage?
is someone gonna rescue me and the baby or what?
yeah, any who can do any magical dispelments?
I think that would be the rat.
Unfortunately, I can detect magic. I can't dispel it.
Let's
Yeah,
do
I
that,
can't
because then we can
spell.
detect where the magical lock may be.
Okay. Hey. So I would let the trinket fall because mage hand would have to go away.
Okay.
Okay. And I will cast detect magic and see if I can pinpoint what's holding the cage in place.
Okay. So you're just casting detect magic?
Yes.
Okay. So you can see that the cage is glowing a bright blue color, and it is covering the entire cage. It is some type of magical force field.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. So I think about my studies is in with this as
Oh,
I say it's over the entire cage. It appears to be some kind of conjuration spell. Oh. But I can't exactly pinpoint the source of it. That leads me to believe that the source isn't in this room.
oh, it's not in this room.
That's what I would believe. But many things can be a factor. A foot of stone can block my vision.
Okay. Well, I could try this. I got a plan. Everyone, kind of stand back. And I got a machine. As you're talking, I'm building it, and it's like a megaphone, and it's a little gear, and I'm cranking it up, and I'm gonna cast the shatter spell. But
Ooh.
everyone, stand back and plug your ears. Everyone, plug your
It's
ears.
happening, and I say, whoa.
Oh, you're in there, right?
Yeah, he's in there.
Holding on to the trinket, I'm gonna cast Misty Step and instantly teleport back to the group. Do I bring it with me?
Hold on to the baby too.
Yeah, hang it.
That's a good idea. I wrap my tail around the baby's wrist.
Okay.
So you wrap the baby up, and then you're both levitating.
Well, I'm gonna hold the trinket and the baby and cast Misty Step
Okay.
to teleport 30 feet to in any space that I can see. So.
I'll
And
hold my
then-
arms out, kind of getting an idea of what he's preparing to do.
So how will you hold your ears?
Oh yeah, if they're out, does that work? Does your plan work?
I don't know.
if you're
like
playing
Yeah,
where,
let's do that before we,
Maybe the
before we
last
shatter the cage. We'll try that.
yeah, I'm gearing it up. It sounds like the old like war horns, like.
Oh.
Whether this works or not, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
I'm hoping this works so we don't have to actually use the machine.
I'm hoping that you misty step like a half second before he doesn't realize you're in there and just shatters the entire cage everywhere.
Okay, yeah.
What happens when he tries to misty stuff with the baby out of the...
So you're trying to get out of the cage before the other one goes off?
Yeah, like quickly, I imagine.
So you still get a zap.
You're still stuck at the.
And you
He's
take
still
5
stuck.
more points of damage.
Oh, hombre.
Damn.
But the baby's still sleeping.
Okay. Well, maybe this will wake it up. All right, I'm gonna I'm gonna cast Shatter.
Oh no.
Okay.
Ears.
I'm
So-
gonna hide under the baby's clothing. And cover my ears.
So this metal cage has to take the damage in the area, and
Okay.
everyone else can make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Well, not you guys. You guys all stood back 10 feet, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the unconscious baby has to make a con save.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
Well, I want to try
no.
to. Oh, I should say I'm gonna try to aim it at the gears above it, so
Ah.
maybe gets like just the top of the cage that's hanging to the rest of the building, like the
Okay.
mousetrap part. I'm getting the top of
Okay.
it.
6 for the baby.
So
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Do I have to make one as well?
You
No, I was
got a
trying to
1?
not get the oh, I was trying to not get the baby. Oh no.
He's also
Messed up.
the baby.
If I have enough time, I would cast blur on the baby.
Yeah, you can do that. Mm-hmm.
Okay, thank you, because I didn't know I was
Okay.
gonna shatter a baby's soft little skull right now.
Oh my god, I would never do that on a stream.
Oh my.
didn't
No
do
baby
that.
heads were crushed.
I
No,
tried
that's
to aim
terrible.
it
This
10
is-
feet up. 10 feet up. This is for the
Yeah.
kids.
Okay.
He comes out.
I figure it's blurred and maybe it hits the wrong baby.
If that's not enough, I can use mage armor on the baby.
Mm.
I would
Oh.
donate to save
Yeah.
to give that baby like resistance.
You're giving
Yeah,
extra
please.
life to a baby. You were giving extra
Well,
life
mage
to a
armor would
baby.
definitely help and they would be okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Armor.
I think
I'm gonna do that.
between the mage
Oh,
armor
no.
and the blur, the baby would
What
be
a-
fine.
Drew's questioning everything in his life right now.
I start.
This
So was
stream is
like,
for the children, and this is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, extra life. We're making sure this baby has an
That's
extra
right.
life
Oh my
right
gosh.
now.
Soap and Lappy have
Right.
been through some.
So
like,
baby's covered in armor.
terrible-
They're good to go.
Soap
Got
and
a
Lappy
little
have been through some,
helm
like,
on, so they can't hear
terrible
anything.
things.
Is this
Sorry,
one?
I'm just going to say I'm even after all I've been through with Lappy. After this, I'm starting to rethink our partnership.
No, no.
Everybody's got a light and dark side. It seems like.
I wanted to aim it up there, not down here.
Oh, no.
Okay. Well, 10 thunder damage and an ear-shattering thunder.
Oh.
No. It's all right. The baby's fine. Don't worry about the baby. The baby's okay.
This might be-
They're armored.
Might
But we
be
did
little
receive
death.
a donation. I'm a little concerned now.
Oh no.
I don't know. Because I want the baby to be okay.
Oh no.
I don't know. It's loading. It's taking so long to load.
Steven, I
The
sent you a
donation is
message. I
loading.
had a question for you.
No.
It probably could have made
Roll.
this whole situation a little
So it's
bit
to
easier,
roll
but I
for a
wasn't
random
sure.
wild surge,
Yeah,
guys.
that's
Oh,
what it
jeez.
This is-
Uh-oh.
So we're gonna say this happens because of Lappy
Okay.
casting a spell. All right, so I have to roll. Ooh, 94.
Well, that's a high one.
Okay. A small black rain cloud forms over your head and begins to rain.
Oh.
You already felt bad enough.
You take
Where we're from, you know that's a sign.
6
Yeah.
damage from lightning
Oh.
from your tiny cloud.
Wow.
Nobody knows the trouble he's
All right.
Oh, thank you for the cheer. We really appreciate you. Hand.
Hana, Hana, Hana.
Han.
Oh, this is my best friend, Hana, Hana, Hana.
Han.
Aw.
Oh, thank you.
Cheers, Hana, Hana.
All right, so you set off this spell, and it shatters the spell that's surrounding the cage itself. The baby is unharmed. However, the crib, the walls of the crib have kind of like splintered off into different directions. But the Wombrek is fine because it's with the baby and everybody's good.
Nice.
So we're going to assume that you lift with the cogwheel to lift the rope and bring the cage up, and you now have the trinket and the baby.
Well,
What
there
were
you
you trying
go.
to do back then?
But you were very brave.
I knew you were always brave there for me.
But
I'll
you were
take
very
out-
brave. That's all right.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take out my uncommon item, the baby Bjorn of holding,
Okay.
and strap the Duke in.
So you're going to take the baby with you?
Yeah, right
Okay.
on the.
Aww.
Well done.
The baby's name.
King Ferdinand, the uncrowned, I guess, at this point. Right?
Well, he was not actually a king.
Oh wow.
King Ferdy.
Yes, it would be fit. for
Ferdinand
you.
von Zeppelin.
Ooh, badass.
Yes. There's some history there. All right, so now that you have the trinket, you do see that another rift opens up. But you see like there's this like black ooze that's coming out of it, which seems quite odd. It does have a weird smell to it, but at least you made it to the rift. Do you go through it?
We gotta.
Um,
I'm
this a good thing or a
thinking
bad
we need to
thing?
change the baby's diaper.
Yeah.
It is
Like, how do you roll for that?
thank God for Mayhem.
I
Sleight of hand to change the
Faye's,
baby
like,
diaper.
backing up. She's like, hey.
Is that a dexterity dexterity? Or
Con, I think.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of
yeah.
hand.
That sounds
Can we
good.
just have the unseen
No.
servant do that?
Get it straight. It's a wisdom roll to have someone else do it.
All right. So,
But Itchy
I-
would step forward and say something about this feels familiar.
Oh.
To your guys' time.
I'll ask
Perhaps
several.
this rift leads home.
All right.
I thought you were going to say
Like-
something, Drew, so I
So
didn't
yes.
want to.
So
that's like
so fight or flight.
Why not both?
Hey! All right, let's jump in.
All right.
So Itchy would be the first one through.
Okay. So, Itchy and Sarge, what was your character's name? I haven't said it yet.
Fargren.
Fargren. When you go through the portal, it feels almost like rejuvenating. Like you can feel this black ooze just covering your body, like thick like oil, but it has like this positive feeling to it. So you already know about this experience because you've traveled obviously to where you are from. However, the rest of everybody else who's going through it is suffering quite a bit. It has like a very negative, toxic feeling to it. It's very suffocating as you're traveling through. When you get out to the other side, you do look a bit mangy. So if you have any hair, it's very singed. You do have like burns on your skin, but you do make it through alive, which is wonderful.
That was unpleasant.
That's why I stay
Yeah,
bald,
it's all over again.
as you can see. This is why I have no hair here, because it never stays.
That's why I have no hair here.
So, why not just cut out middleman?
It just kind of chuckles as well. I wasn't gonna mention your bear spot there.
All right.
Okay, so we got another
It was
donation.
a choice.
Yay.
$40.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So this is for players to play another card game.
Uh-oh.
Mm. All right, you ready?
Ready.
All right,
Yep.
we'll go with King
Sounds like a
Stephen
pretty-
first. It's at 8. High or low?
Oh, come on. I'll say the next card is higher.
All right. Next one is a 5.
I said
Oh.
lower, right? Okay.
All right. So roll me a d12.
Uh-oh.
I got a 4.
Okay. So your perception is now halved.
Oh.
Oh.
I'm still a little twitchy from that shocker.
As is your wisdom. Your wisdom is now halved.
no.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
All right. So we have. I'm going to shuffle them. All right. Smitty, you ready?
Yep.
It is a 2. High or low?
Higher.
That seems to be like you're saying this is a 9, so you are safe.
Sweet.
All right, Drew, this is for you. It's a queen, high or low?
No, I'm feeling dangerous. Higher. It's gonna be a king, baby.
It is actually a queen, so it's the
Oh.
same. Which
Tie.
I didn't even make a rule for.
Draw again.
It means you
We're
have
gonna
to
draw again.
Here comes the queen. I'm the
It's
king.
a
I'm
7.
I'm counting cards.
So did you say higher or lower?
Higher.
Oh, okay. So you know that's not good. Roll me a d12.
Yep.
Got
10.
a little taste of that power and he wants more.
10.
All
I thought
right.
maybe if I got it wrong, it would double it.
So your constitution is halved.
Oh.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Well, I'm like very it's cold. Cold. Just very cold. And the body heat.
As is your stealth.
Oh,
That was
okay.
such an interpretive dance to get to what you were trying to say.
Stealth because of my teeth are chattering.
All right, Jarin, this is for you. You have a 4.
Higher.
You have a 6. You are safe.
Woo!
Sarge, you are next. They're so slick. It's an ace.
Or
It's a 2. Jordan, you have an ace.
Lower.
You have a 3.
Nice.
All right, we are good to go.
All right, thank you.
So
Thank
two
you.
of you.
Thank you.
Thank you for shriveling me. Give me a safe hold.
You're getting that after effects from the blast you did. It's just a little after effects.
Yeah. Yeah. So
All
where's
that
the
adrenaline.
where's the big target? I gotta build a robot so I can shoot it.
And so, we are at $992. We are almost at the $1,000 mark. Our goal is
Yeah.
$1,500. So thank you so much, everybody.
You know we got to get $8 more
Thank you.
before the end of the stream.
Oh, yeah.
right.
There's a lot of
That's
pirate
true.
sayings we didn't get through yet. Just saying. Arg.
Very fair.
If somebody gives $8, I'll go through all the pirate sayings that I did ahead of time.
Yeah.
So you make your way through the portal. It does look like there's a bunch of shops going on. Just to kind of picture what Japan looks like. There's a lot of bright lights, all neon, a lot of lichens walking around. That's primarily the population here. There's also Ganazis who are selling things, various trinkets. It looks kind of odd to most of you because this is not a time period you are familiar with. There's weird things like coffee is filtered through the air to boost your energy instead of drinking it, and electronic telepathy is used to make phone calls instead, or food is also received via syringe. So this is just very different from the worlds that you are all familiar with. It is very dark. In fact, the sky is black. There's not even a star. There's no clouds. There's no. There's just a moon. That's it, and everything else is black.
What have you done? I look at the lichens like all.
It was a crazy idea, it came from electronica, dubstep, and
What language are you? Is this the common tongue, or is this some other language you're speaking?
no, listen, you hear it.
All I hear are drums. What is that?
Exactly.
I think I could hear it too.
That's so cute. I can't wait to listen to this later. Oh my goodness. Oh, we got a donation somewhere. We reached over $1,000 now. We're at 1,007.
Wow.
Thank you so much. I'm so excited.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Where did he go? Let's find out.
Immediately
It's
disappeared.
loading. The player must drink a random potion or poison.
Uh-oh.
I told you guys it's going to be popular. I love that one too. Oh, here we go.
Who will it be?
I think Itchy will go for
Ooh,
it.
All right.
Ooh.
in my handy dandy list. All right. So you pick up a bottle that has vines growing around it, and it has a red X on it. It smells like roses and cut grass.
It's a death potion.
It's not blood, so we can't sell it. Good.
The consistency does look like vomit.
Oh.
None of these are that bad until you talk about the consistency.
Yes.
Yeah, mine's mayonnaise.
Well, not the worst thing we've ate or drank here.
It reminds me of the day for some reason, you ate cow
no.
I don't know why.
We don't discuss that.
The next one's going to be like, it looks like champagne.
Too
It
many.
smells like fresh chocolate cookies. It has the consistency of coagulated blood.
It's the
So you now have fire breath. So as you speak, there's fire coming out.
Oh, nice.
wait. That makes sense. Consistency of vomit. It is acid reflux.
Yeah. That's it.
I don't question the generator, okay? And it doesn't question me, so...
I mean, it worked out perfectly.
Just be careful not to set anything on fire.
And luckily, at the moment, Itchy's not in his wolf form, so he doesn't have to worry about burning off his hair.
Ooh, okay.
Is there any? My robot's done. Or is there any? What are we doing here? This is so. I just want to hang out in Fantasy Tokyo. I love it.
Okay, so you see a stranger approach you, and they're wearing, like, this black trench coat. And they open up their trench coat, and you see all of these different vials of blood inside of his jacket.
Who goes there? Like, Faye, over the last few minutes, has just been getting, like, overstimulated by everything around her. She's just like, wait, what is this?
Coffee.
What?
It was the acid fire. That's what it was. I just did it for you. That's it.
Just,
All right.
no.
Calm
hair-
yourself,
Calm yourself.
Singed. Half of it's like burnt off, half of it's still long. She's looking really deranged. Just like, wait, what is going on?
Itchy just looks to Fogan and kind of does a head nod for him to kind of deal with this person walking up.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he opens his mouth, he's gonna set the dude and all that valuable blood on fire.
Oh, jeez.
So I'll step between Fi and the trench coat, and I'll go. You may want to close it up and walk in a different direction.
Roll for intimidation.
I would say with advantage since I'm like peering over his shoulder, like looking wild-eyed at
I had it pulled up over here. There we go. That is a 22.
Oof.
Ooh. So he immediately closes his jacket and then gives you like one of these, like whatever, and then walks off.
And then, wait, I wanna like pull on Faye's hair and like try to go over to Farga and be like, hey, wait, who was that? Was that like one of those black market guys you were telling us about?
Yes.
You might know where the trinket is. Maybe they got one.
Not likely.
So cute, I can't handle it.
Not likely.
You-
He deals in blood. And the whole time little spouts of flames. Out.
Like a tent of a nearby market catches a flame.
Oh boy.
Everything starts to bursting. Faye's getting more triggered by the second by like the amount of stuff that is going on. Not okay.
I mean, if you feel that way, I mean, we could follow him. I mean, we already have his scent. We could follow him.
You think he'll take us to wherever this black market place is?
Yeah, there's so much. I don't know what to do. There's too many things to do.
Would
Are
they
there
be?
any-
It's all
Sensory
awesome.
overload.
Yes, would they be perhaps selling that trinket on the black market, or would it be somewhere else? There are so many bright lights. I am having issues.
I'm having issues. Well, I'm sure Lappy is too because
Yeah.
you like all that
It was,
tinkering
like,
stuff.
Too much.
Mhm.
Yeah, there's so many
So-
technology. I gotta learn it all.
So what would we know about like things other than blood being sold off?
Like from your area?
Yeah, since I'm assuming this is where me and Brogan are from, we would kind of know.
Yeah, so you know that blood is a currency here. So the more iron there is in blood, the more expensive it is. So that's how they deal here. You know that the black market has gotten out of hand. Most of these markets that you're seeing around are selling something that's illegal. The Emperor has been trying desperately to keep everything under control with the order that you're in. But unfortunately, they have had no success, which is why you're going for the Clementine.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and jump on it, and then I wanna float myself over to the black market salesman. Or the blacksmith.
Just a random one.
There's more?
Hey,
Yeah, there's a bunch of shops everywhere. Mm-hmm.
smoke
Oh
rat. I
my
was
gosh, I thought we were in some random field and there was some random guy, and like there's a huge city all around us. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm also still slowly taking everything in. I can only see out of like one eye at a time.
I'm also picturing as he's floating, there's just a little bit of like smoke coming off of him from all the zaps from like.
Oh yeah.
So there's just like a little singe going
There's a
out.
little trail.
And,
Yeah.
and he's going around and like every few moments he goes, "Psst," and then it keeps going.
Yeah, I'll take some WD-40 and put it in a vial and give it to Sove to try to sell. Because blood, it kind of looks like blood. You know, we dump it out.
Okay.
Sure.
I'm gonna flip back to the party. I'll let the other two take the lead.
Let's just buy the trinket. Yeah,
I'll
it's an
lean over.
investment.
So I just
I do
picture
that.
this cloud over you and just rain, and you just
Oh,
go
yeah.
up to this market guy and try to
Forgot
sell a
about
random
the rain.
vial.
Playing some really sad like piano music and just kind of like, here,
Yeah.
take this.
So what did you
heroic
fill the
music.
vial with? It looks like blood.
WD-40.
Okay. Because I picture the spray when you say that. Like I just picture like spraying it inside this vial.
One of the
That's a
few
lot
brands
going
that
out.
lasted into the 2000s.
Yeah.
So what do you say to the lichen at the stand when you try to sell it to them?
Oh, I gave it to Sove.
Oh,
Sove's the charismatic one. People
Okay.
don't like me.
Aww, we like you.
We love you.
No.
I'll walk up and I'll say, I'm looking for 3 things. I'm looking for a trinket, and I'll describe the trinket.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for some marshmallows, and I'm looking to give you this amazing blood. What can you tell me?
I'm just sitting back watching him going, this will be fun.
Well, first they tell you that marshmallows don't exist.
What?
They
is
stopped
this?
making marshmallow long ago.
What do you have for food?
And he pulls out a syringe of just goo, and that's what they eat here.
I look back at the flames coming out of the tube, and I just get really disappointed that they don't have marshmallows. And I say, fine, I want a trinket for this.
So I don't know what you mean trinket, and what is this that you're handing me?
This is a new type of blood from creatures like that, and I point to the robot.
Yeah.
And I say, and what I mean by trinket is, and I'll describe the golden wings. Have you seen anything like that?
No,
Heard
I have
anything like
not seen a trinket. I've heard of trinkets. I believe there's a race currently going on.
Yes.
Oh yeah, who'd you hear that from?
We've had a lot of people pass through here looking for the trinket.
No.
Already?
Yep.
Interesting. Which way did they go?
It's okay. We've been behind the last 2 places, and we still got the trinket before anybody else did. So I mean,
No, it's like a miracle.
And so he takes the vial and he's like, so this is blood?
For creatures like that, and I point again to the robot.
So you inject this into yourself?
Oh no.
Sure.
Give me a persuasion check.
Okay, it is a 13.
Okay. So he hands it off to Lappy and says, you first.
Me first. Yeah, I put it in the robot. No, that's exactly for the robot. I put it in all the joints. The robot is, by the way, it's like a Tornborn turret, and then it has spider legs.
No.
So I'm putting it in, and I make him, and I make it shoot something, and I make it walk.
Oh, he couldn't even move before that. That stuff's amazing.
Yeah.
So how many ounces for the spider and the blood?
Spider. If you tell us where the trinket is, we'll give you the spider.
Yeah. Do it.
I don't know where the trinket is.
If you can, surely someone of your talents can tell us who might know where it is.
Maybe if you go into the alleyways, you might find something.
Well, that just sounds like a way to get us ripped off.
There is a gang in town that may know where the trinket is.
What are they called?
Gang
Why am
have
I
a
asking these
name?
questions? I'm calling them the lichens, and I'm like, you guys are from here. Can you?
It's
Like
the
Faye
blood
is
gang.
literally looking so triggered. She's like, "What is the name? Like, can we? What?
It's the blood gang.
Blood gang, like the guy who was selling blood earlier?
Yes. Very much like that, yes.
Do you all know what the trinket is in your world?
No, we don't use trinkets.
Oh, sorry, I meant the lichen.
Oh.
Order the lichen. The Iki, do you guys know?
I think we would heard it being sent from the Emperor.
1 sec.
Okay, so I think we're wasting time here. I think we need to go find this blood gang and either bribe them or take the trinket, and we gotta get going. I mean, if other people are here, we're falling behind.
All right, let's do it.
Singed rat is correct. We should probably keep moving.
Singed rat.
Head to the alleys, and I'll toss the vial to the lichen shopkeeper. I'll say, keep the change, and we'll just hustle away.
Ooh,
Yeah.
freebies. You've made a friend.
All right, cool. I won't blow him up then.
Itchy would look up, making sure his mouth's pointing up and not towards any of the shops. And goes, if we're looking for the blood gang, chances are we're gonna have to make our way through them forcefully. That or they'll try to take our blood.
All
I
right.
mean, I'm ready for a fight. I'm like wired.
If we're gonna have to fight them, and I take the baby and I put it on my back.
Oh yeah.
I will cast what I did for Wombrick earlier, which is protection from evil and good.
Okay.
So he'll be good to go. Hopefully.
So, Homebreak, you can cast that spell again, right? The can detect the find objects.
Oh yeah, that works.
I got one more spell slot for that. Yes, one more time.
Luckily enough, that's all we need.
yeah.
I will cast it on my familiar corpse, and actually, I can cast it on the owl. No, I can't. I have to cast it on my familiar itself. Alright. Go find it. And I send my familiar and we start following them.
Fetch.
Meanwhile, a lot of people are staring at you since there is an owl bear in the vicinity, and they don't know how they
Don't
feel about
touch
its
it.
presence.
So much blood in that owl bear.
I think I'm
triggered.
going to trade the owl bear for the trinket if we can find the person who owns it.
Okay.
Okay.
So you make your way down this seedy alley, and you see a bunch of people, you know, like with dark clothing, some of them wearing masks. You can only see their eyes, and they're as you make your way down to the end of the alley, it opens up, and in the streets there appears to be this guy who's sitting on, it's like the throne of the alleyway. So it's really just like, you know, made out of boxes and random bits of material and metal, okay, to form this throne. And he's kind of just like sitting on it with like one leg up and one leg down and leaning back and kind of like, you know, haphazardly hanging out. And people are selling, you know, rare goods and strange animals, you know, weird trinkets that you've never seen of before. So it seems to be like this dealer's section of the vicinity.
LA King.
So, who shall do the negotiation?
I could. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Is it up to me? Is it up to
I mean, obviously, if it's you, I will go with, and I don't know if that'll give you more help because she is literally looking like one little push and she's gonna lose it. So that might help, it might not.
Well, Itchy, are you wearing anything that would say what your order is?
Probably not being sent on the hunt and looking to vet possible candidates. I think he'd be kind of undercover
Okay.
watching.
So nobody
Oh,
seems
I
like too
definitely
bothered by your experience because they see travelers all the time. The owlbear's kind of throwing them off a bit because they haven't seen one in a really long time. But again, this is like they're trading like weird animals from different times. You know, there's dinosaurs there. It's really a very seedy, strange place.
So I think one of the Lycans should go. Who's gonna?
Not me, unless you want it set on fire.
Oh, that's right.
So Carter, if you're gonna go, I'm gonna.
Plan B?
I'll lean over
I
and I'll
would go
cast
with more like
enhance.
Plan Z.
I'm gonna cast enhance ability on you, Sarge, for Eagle Splendor.
Ooh.
So you have advantage on charisma checks.
Nice.
Okay.
Nice. Beautiful. Okay. So I shall walk up to him. Hello.
Hello.
We are looking for a trinket. You may have seen it. It does it actually look like angel wings?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
It looks like golden angel wings. But
Do you do that too? Angel wings? Picks up Faye's wing. Angel wings. You know what they
they're,
are.
like, popped out 'cause she is so wild.
kind of like that, but smaller.
Who's asking?
Oh wait, I know these guys.
Yeah. Bunch of wise guys.
I am sorry for the confusion. I am asking, is there another person here?
Then he just kind of like looks at the owl bear and then looks back at you.
Yeah, he's
unamused.
hungry.
He's still looking at you.
I like crawl up onto Sergeant's shoulder and start whispering to him and be like, "I'm more interested in buying it."
I have money. I have blood to give.
This from a person who has a rat owner.
You think the rat owns me?
That's what it looks like.
Oh.
Ooh.
I like look at him.
Mr. Rat to you. That is Mr. King Rat to you.
You have a problem with me? You have a problem with me?
So I'll take the rat, trust me. And I'll take the rat, kind of by his tail. And I will shift into my hybrid lichen form
Mm-hmm.
and just start to place him in my mouth.
Oh.
Oh.
No.
Swallow and they'll give you the trinket.
Quick on his shoulder, be like,
I'm gonna
at
telepathically.
I don't know where the heck we are right now, but I swear by all the gods, if you swallow him, I will end you.
I'm gonna telepathically talk to Womrock, and I'm gonna say Misty Step when he drops you in his mouth.
I was actually going to use message, and yeah, same thing.
And once I feel that he's gone, I will swallow.
So he's just Misty
Alright.
stepping like at the top of your mouth?
No, I will close,
Mm-hmm.
and once I feel that he's gone,
Right.
Like
I will
Misty
swallow.
Step.
I'll do a swallow.
Oh, so Misty Step, he can like what, go through your skull out the other side?
I can literally teleport. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
And before the king of the alley can see him, I'll try to grab him and put him in the pouch.
It has to be. No, you
I
can't because you
cannot
have.
Misty Step.
No,
What?
because it has to be a point you can see. That's why I was
Yeah.
freaking out.
Hmm.
So
Just randomly do it.
Right.
Yeah, keep your teeth open slightly.
And
Yeah,
then when you
there's
Misty
enough
Step,
for him to see out of.
when you Misty Step behind, where do you go?
I can't Misty Step.
Yeah, he can't.
He's gonna
Oh.
teleport. Just.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
said
message
you
to
have-
him saying I can't Misty Step.
I'm like, oh shit!
You just hear it in your skull, like,
I'm
oh.
just like slowly like digging
Teleport,
my hand
teleport.
into him, like, do not.
Oh, I could. No, I can't.
The
I'm out of
whole
spell
time he's
slots,
sitting
so-
there with his mouth open. Shit.
I used all my level 2 spells.
just guy's just waiting there.
Just eat him. But no, like this, like pocket. Like that.
He's gonna be like, let me see under the tongue.
Like fear factor it, like.
Fear
Right.
factor.
Sarge, if you can tolerate it, I can crawl down your esophagus and hold on.
I'll
You
give
could
it a
do that.
shot.
Oh my god, this is
I'm gonna-
such a turd.
I'm gonna walk over and I'm just gonna put my hand in your mouth. And I'm just gonna be like, eat it already, and I'll shove my hand in your
Right.
mouth and I'll cast gaseous form on you.
Ah.
So
can
you
just-
put your fist down his throat?
Yeah, I'll be like, swallow, and then I'll pull it out and cast gaseous form
No.
on you.
Yeah.
You
No,
don't
no,
have
no.
time for this.
Just wait, and I'll fart him out. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Oh, that was bad. I'm
We've gone
sorry.
to a place. Oh, no. Oh, well,
No, I'm
the,
just-
So I'm now in gaseous form, is that right?
Yeah, and you can.
Is that right? Oh wow.
And as the gas comes out, it's like, indigestion.
And I'll
He was the
have
necromancer, you know.
So the blood gang turns around and they all look at you and they stare at you and then they all start laughing hilariously after he like takes this fist down your throat. And then the head blood gang starts to clap because he appreciates what's
I'll even have
happening.
my undead minions collapse as if I had died.
And
Vi
then
is
somebody
now like white in the face and just sobbing. Like, no!
so somebody comes over with a box and they open it and you see the trinket inside the box.
All right, I will take the trinket. Thank you.
Thank you. Immediately as you grab it, another rift opens up. You walk through it, and it takes you to Clementine, which is in a room filled with riches, all that you can imagine. Clementine is this massive jewel that's just sitting there in the middle of the room.
I have all my minions come with us too.
There's an example of Clementine right there.
Nice.
Exactly.
Thank you, Drew. So congratulations, you made it.
Hey. And all I had to do was eat one of our players.
I was so worried.
It's all right. He'll come out later.
I was like ready to like rip his head off. Like I was like, oh no.
One thing I was going to do before Chaos Anarchy gave us the final speech, I was going to say to Sarge, I was going to whisper out, make sure it's real, like Ralph still in gaseous form, so everyone would hear it.
That evil little rat laugh.
I'm gonna miss it. Oh, I gotta get one now.
That was amazing.
All right. So that brings us to the end of the stream. So what we're going to do is we're going to go around, just let everybody know where they can find you on social media or your streams, things like that. Let's start with King Steven.
So you can find me on Twitter, King Steven Games. Do I still have this?
You can turn it off. That's fine.
This is what my normal voice sounds like.
Yo!
Yeah, so you can find me on Twitter, King Steven Games. You can also find me on YouTube and Twitch, although I'm more regular on Twitter and YouTube. And I just want to say thank you all for having me on here, and it's great playing with you guys. We got to do this again sometime soon.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that'd be
Oh,
great. Anytime.
definitely.
And someone makes Steven laugh so I can hear what his real laugh sounds like.
There you go.
And thank you to everyone for all your donations. We really appreciate it, and we know a lot of people who will appreciate it as well.
Yes.
Thanks.
All right, Smitty, you're up.
When I am not sailing the 7 winds, you can find me on most platforms as @PBSmitty, but primarily on Twitter is where you will find me, @PBSmitty. And yeah, echoing all the thanks to everyone who donated, everyone who played, and big thanks to CA for running us through that.
Sure.
Yeah.
And your game coming up. Here's
Yeah,
yours.
I'm DMing a game early hours of Sunday morning at 12:30 a.m. Eastern called 0 Hour, where folks will try and make it through the zombie apocalypse, starring both CA and Jordan.
Yes.
And then I'll be playing in the PvP match on the same team as Sarge on Sunday evening to close things out.
Nice.
Nice.
All right, Drew.
Hi. This was a lot of fun. Thank you all for being here and for donating. And you can find me on Twitter @DrewDwarves. And I'm writing for the DMs Guild and doing adventures that all the money goes straight to Extra Life. So you can check it out there and buy some gnome-related adventures.
And you also have a game coming up.
That's right. Well, later on tonight, if you like that little bit of Let It Go and Disney soundtracks, stay tuned all night. I'll go until I pass out and fall asleep. But 12:30 to 7:30, it's called Hardly Bardly, an unearthly chorus with a bunch of the goofiest thread raiders.
Mm-hmm. Gonna be singing. Jordan, you're in that one too, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Fun
Jordan, you're a
set.
trooper. All right, Jarin, it's all about you.
Okay. Hey, well, I'm Jarin from Power Up Gamers. You can find us Facebook. We have a community group, YouTube, on Twitter as PGamerTeam, Drive Through RPG. We got some nice Fiasco playsets, some 5e Monster Manual kind of stuff out. So that's what we do. And after a quick break, I'll be hosting a Fiasco game with CA and Sean.
I'll be there.
And then on Sunday, I will be in that Coliseum game.
That's right.
As an enemy.
Dragons. Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yes.
All right, Sarge, what about you?
Well, you can find me, of course, on Twitter at TehSarge. I don't stream as much often, but I'm trying to actually get back into it. So when I do, you can find me here. Kind of the same thing. The same name, TehSarge, actually. But no more games for me today, but I will be back on tomorrow. I'll be running with CA and a few others through a game of Neverwinter.
Yes.
Then, of course, that's at 11:30, and then at 8 p.m. I'm going to be I'll be playing in a game ran by Sean, Island of Nebula. Kind of excited for that one a little bit, but not as excited as I'm going to be with Coliseum of Dragons with this guy over here with Smitty, and of course Jarin on the other team.
Yes, that's gonna be fun.
See what happens there.
You think Gagey was fun, wait till you see a Balthazar.
But yeah, as other people have said, thank you guys for donating, for of course adding to the hilarity that was this game, and thanks CA for running this one.
You're welcome. No problem.
Yes,
All
thank
right.
you.
Jordan?
So you can find me on Twitter at D&D Jordan Lee, as well as around the Thread Raiders Discord that we have. I'm also on Facebook and YouTube. Right now I'm kind of working on getting a better stream setup, because eventually I would love to run a game for some of our Thread Raiders, like a little
Yay.
campaign for us. So I'm around. I'll be in the Bardley chorus later tonight. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. And I'll be in and out probably all day tomorrow and Sunday working the trivia and our various giveaways that we're gonna be having. So all the trivia. As well as joining in the horror game that Smitty has come up with, which I am so excited for.
Yes.
So yeah, I am around. And yeah, again, repeating, thank you so much for the donations, and to the rest of the team and to CA, thank you for welcoming the newest Thread Raider into this. This was so much fun.
I'm glad. And I'm Chaotic Anarchy. Thank you so much also for donating. I don't think we can thank you enough. We're so excited about it. We're already, almost at our goal, and that's just so amazing. And it really is for a great cause. I'd like to thank Drew for making these tiny figurines, because I absolutely love them on our screen here. I plan to take mine everywhere.
Yeah. They're from it's called the Reroll app. So if you like them, go look up Reroll.
Yeah, I do like them. They're so cool. All right. And you can find me pretty much anywhere. I am all over social media. I do have my own Twitch channel, Twitter. You can find me on the Thread Raiders Discord along with everybody else here. So you can always stop in and say hello. And if you want to do streams like this, if you want to be a part of helping to raise money for good causes, we're always looking for new streamers, players, volunteers, and we would be happy to have you. So if you join the Discord, we can definitely talk about all the kinds of things that you can do and how you can be a part of it. So Many Games also has a t-shirt out
Yes, it does.
that they created for this charity event for Extra Life. The entire purchase for that t-shirt goes directly to Extra Life, so you can check them out also. And thank you to all of our sponsors who have made donations, Tabletop Loot for donating dice, and RPG Kitchen. We're just really thankful for all of the support to make this happen, and we're looking forward to doing more in the future. So yeah, that is us. So thank you again for coming out. Stay in touch because Jarin and I will be back. We're going to be doing the Fiasco system. I've never played live before. So that will definitely be interesting. I'm definitely looking forward to it. So we hope to see you there. And we're also going to do a Tabletop Loot dice giveaway. So stay tuned. Bye, everyone.